Okay, so we pick it up into the main event, and what we have here was supposed to be a 3-on-3 match, elimination style, but one of them he failed to no-show is what he did. And the end result of that is that person is gone, and the person that was supposed to be in the match was Adam Sandler, but he no-showed. So now it's a 2-on-3 match with Bulldog and Kony teaming up to take on Bob Barker and a rope break. And 1, 2, no, kick out by Bob Barker. Oh, excuse me. Didn't mean to do that. And then a facebuster onto Bob Barker. And then a kick right to the gut. And now Bob Barker has been busted open. I mean, this match has we've lost complete control of this match. I'm sorry, we have. I mean, this has turned into a brouhaha. I mean, this has turned into a Pier 6 brawl is what I meant to say. And then a double DDT onto Bob Barker. And it looks as if the team with the disadvantage is staying in the ring together, and the referee's allowing this for some odd reason. Well, a rope break saved Bob Barker there, but I mean, then again, the British Bulldog and Joseph Kony don't care about rules. They just want to beat somebody up, and they're beating up Bob Barker, and they're beating him up real bad. And a takedown to the British Bulldog, but I don't know how much more Bob can last against two men that are in the ring at the same time. And now, wait, what's Joseph Kony doing? Oh, what a facebuster from off the top rope. And, well, I'm not sure what Bulldog was going to do, but Bulldog, what the hell is wrong with you, man? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Bob Barker's gone. So now it's a 2-on-2 match. So really, the odd man out was Bob Barker because Adam Sandler failed to show up. But now you have Bulldog and Mr. Rogers, who have had a lot of history with each other. And if either Rogers or Bulldog gets a fall over one another, that person is the one that wins the feud between the two. That's pretty much all I have to say about it, really. A DDT onto Mr. Rogers. On a backbreaker onto Mr. Rogers. And then a DDT to Mr. Rogers. Oh, and a back elbow right to Mr. Rogers. And another one. And Mr. Rogers is just getting killed in there. Oh, but a rope break is the only thing that saved him. But an elbow right to the back of the head of Mr. Rogers. 1, no, kick out by Mr. Rogers. I would have to think that the hatred that Mr. Rogers has over the British Bulldog is what's keeping him in this match. A fist drop right to the face of Mr. Rogers. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. Oh, and a backbreaker right to Mr. Rogers. Oh, and a kick right to the face. And, uh-oh, Mr. Rogers is pissed. Oh, but he gets clotheslined for his trouble. But a hammerlock onto Mr. Rogers. And then a DDT onto Mr. Rogers. And, wait, Mr. Rogers, what's wrong with him? Oh my god, Mr. Rogers has been busted open. And for Bulldog, that's exactly where he wanted him. No, not even a 1 count, but... Oh, nice counter onto the British Bulldog. Oh, but from behind, Joseph Kony. On a facebuster right to Mr. Rogers. And then a kick right to the gut of Mr. Rogers. And then he just stepped all over him. And then another kick to the face right to Mr. Rogers. And now Kony takes the pin. 1, 2, no! Still in the match, although Sonic gets in there, finally. Although Mr. Rogers gets taken over the top rope and onto the floor. And now, wait, what's he doing here? Oh, and a forward electric chair drop right on top of the table. And I'm surprised the table didn't break. Oh, and then a drop kick onto Joseph Kony. Now both Kony and Rogers are fighting on the outside. But now it's back to 2-on-1 as Sonic just got, or not Sonic, Mr. Rogers got kicked in the face by Kony. Is that enough? Although, for some reason, British Bulldog, I think Bulldog really wants to hurt Mr. Rogers. Oh, and then an elbow right to the head of Mr. Rogers. I don't know how much more Mr. Rogers is going to last. 1, no. And now, wait, Bulldog, 1, 2, no. I mean, one has to wonder, what the heck does it take to keep Mr. Rogers down? And now, an armbar, but a rope break. And a couple of shoulder tackles right to Mr. Rogers. I mean, Mr. Rogers is getting maimed at the moment here. And now, what's Joseph Kony doing? What? Wow, he's forcing it right into the face of Mr. Rogers. I mean, how dare you insult a television legend like him? 1, 2, and I don't know how Mr. Rogers is doing this. Because a lesser man would have been done by now, but he's still fighting. Oh, but a kick right to the face, and this might be the end here. 1, 2, no! But a back body drop onto Mr. Rogers. No. I mean, you have to give Mr. Rogers a lot of credit because he's staying in there. Oh no, wait, Mr. Rogers, he finally tags out to Sonic, so Sonic is going to get in there. And now, wait a minute, what's he doing here? He's got an octopus stretch on the British Bulldog. But is the British Bulldog going to get out of this one? Wow! The British Bulldog just tapped out. And now it's Joseph Kony that's at a disadvantage now. So now it's 2-on-1. In favor of Mr. Rogers and Sonic. I mean, Mr. Rogers is a bloody mess, yes, but Joseph Kony is all alone. And that's exactly what Sonic wanted, was a one-on-one confrontation with Joseph Kony, and now he's getting it right now. As for Bulldog and Mr. Rogers, well, unfortunately that feud hasn't been settled, and neither has the one between Bob Barker and Adam Sandler, because Sandler didn't show up. And believe me when I tell you, Sandler is going to get it when I get a hold of him. And as for the Undertaker does not have a penchant for missing flights, but he missed one, and the only price he paid was the fact that he's not going to get a shot at the tag team championships. That's enough of a punishment for him. But for Adam Sandler, he's really going to get it when I tell him. Because he was supposed to show up. I mean, he made a flight. He made the flight, but he didn't show up. So he's really going to hear it from me when this match is done. But as for Joseph Kony, well, I mean, the one thing that Kony has going for him is that Mr. Rogers is already a bloody mess. So all he has to really do is get past Sonic, and then he might have a chance. Oh, and a rake in the eyes right to Sonic, as he just kicks him right in the face, does Joseph Kony. And wow, and a nice arm drag onto Joseph Kony. And is that enough? No, not even a 1 count. But then again, Kony is fresh. He hasn't been hurt all that much. Uh-oh, yeah. This is not what you want if you're Kony, but Kony reversed it. So now Mr. Rogers is getting a much-needed rest after getting pummeled to bits. Although Joseph Kony just gave Sonic a knee right to the face. Although Sonic gets back up though. So yeah, this is what Sonic has been waiting months to get his Sonic has waited months to get his hands on Joseph Kony, is what I meant to say, excuse me. Ooh, and a kick right to the face of Joseph Kony. Just a 1 count on Joseph Kony, but Kony, like I said, is relatively fresh. So it's going to take a while for a decision to be rendered right there. A snapmare. Oh, and a kick right to the back. I mean, I don't know about Joseph Kony, but wait. Oh, now he's got him in a heel hold. He's got the heel hold onto Joseph Kony, but the question is Joseph Kony going to get out of this one? Because we saw that the British Bulldog couldn't get out of the octopus stretch. Nope. Sonic has gotten a measure of revenge against Joseph Kony, and he wins the match alongside Mr. Rogers. And had this been a Survivor Series tournament match, it would have been Sonic and Mr. Rogers going on to the next round, but more or less this is just a test run of what could happen in a Survivor Series tournament match. So we could see 2 out of 3 members move on to the next round. You could see one person move on, or you could see all 3 of them move on. I mean, the possibilities are endless, really. But your winners are Mr. Rogers and Sonic. Bob Barker was taken out early in the match. But Mr. Rogers, I have to give him credit. A lesser man would have quit in his position, but he was able to tag out to Sonic. Sonic took out both the British Bulldog and Joseph Kony to win the matchup for his team, for himself and for Mr. Rogers. But folks, that was a great match, and this has been a great show, and I hope you enjoyed it. But folks, coming up will be a Survivor Series preview show pretty soon after this, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, I'll see you next time. Or, yeah, I'll see you later, I should say, excuse me. But have a good day, everybody.